Leading figures at Man United have debated Erik ten Hag's future this week, but the decision to change manager is affected by the club's financial position as well. It was 100 days on Friday since Erik ten Hag had his Manchester United contract extended, and the century has produced more rockier moments than the Labour government, which brings up the same milestone today. While there's no chance of Keir Starmer being voted out of office just yet, the same can't be said for ten Hag. He looks to have survived a summit of United's decision-makers in London on Tuesday, but once again, it was a flirtation with the sack for a manager who is running out of lives. His team is 14th in the Premier League and 19th for goals, and an immediate upturn in form is required. On the evidence of this season, it's a surprise ten Hag continues to cling on, but there are several factors going into this decision. At Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Knightsbridge offices, United's part owner sat with Joel Glazer and listened to arguments for and against sticking with the under-pressure Dutchman. The football leadership team of Chief Executive Omar Barada, Sporting Director Dan Ashworth and Technical Director Jason Wilcox should have seen enough to make firmer judgments now. Board members Sir Dave Brailsford and Jean-Claude Blanc might also have offered their views. But it isn't as simple as casting an underperforming manager adrift. The candidates to replace ten Hag aren't entirely convincing, and the merits of most of them were discussed in the summer. Then there are the finances. That one-year extension to his contract activated in July has increased the payout ten Hag is likely to receive if he is dismissed to around £14 million to £15 million. That is a substantial sum to a loss-making football club that continues to skate close to the edge of financial rules imposed by UEFA, and the United said in their end-of-year accounts that they remain committed to and in compliance with both the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules and UEFA's financial fair play regulations. They passed the 3-year PSR monitoring period, allowing losses of £105 million from 2021 to 2023, but that required some creative accounting when it came to the allowable deductions. This is a club that has made a loss for 5 years in a row, most recently £113.2 million. Those 5 years have seen cumulative losses of more than £370 million, and the last 3 years have seen the club lose £257 million. Ratcliffe is confident of turning a club with significant commercial clout into a profit-making enterprise, but that doesn't look like happening just yet. Spending £15 million on getting rid of a manager you weren't convinced by in the summer would be problematic, especially on the back of another £200 million transfer window. It might also force United to focus their search for a replacement on those managers who are out of work and available, rather than paying compensation for anyone currently employed. It narrows the field of available candidates, which would be headed by Thomas Tuchel and Graham Potter.